Because I'm pregnant.
What?
Yes, I am pregnant. No, she's not. Are you
been
how?
You serious?
Yes, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. Do y'all want to see? Yes.
Sierra Gates has just turned Love and Hip Hop Atlanta upside down in a way no one saw coming. One moment, the show was filled with its usual mix of petty arguments, dramatic makeup sessions, and over-the-top reality TV moments. Then, out of nowhere, Sierra announced she's pregnant, and the father is none other than Yung Joc. Yes, that Yung Joc. Viewers were stunned, as if they'd been dropped into some alternate world where Joc is still on a mission to expand his already large family. Or maybe Sierra just decided to stir the pot in the most chaotic way possible this season. Pregnancy news on Love and Hip Hop is never just a casual, I'm having a baby. It's a full-blown event that brings drama, tension, and a storm of gossip. And Sierra's reveal? It sent shockwaves through social media. Fans raced to replay old episodes, analyzing every tiny interaction, wondering which moment might have led to this. A simple hand on the shoulder from Joc suddenly seemed like a clue in a mystery. People slowed down footage like they were solving a crime. We've seen wild moments on this show, cheating scandals, explosive fights, hidden relationships, but Sierra's revelation took things to a whole new level. Everyone expected her to maybe shed a few tears and move on. Instead, she dropped the bomb that she's carrying Joc's child. The reaction in the room was pure shock. Nobody spoke. Nobody even threw a shady glance. It was just silent disbelief. And when she confirmed, without hesitation, that Joc was the father, jaws practically hit the floor. This is the same Joc known for having multiple kids with different women, and not exactly being known for caution in that department. The man has more baby mamas than some people have shoes, and yet here we are again. Social media couldn't keep up. Screenshots, memes, and throwback clips flooded timelines. Fans pulled out every receipt they could find. If Joc so much as looked at Sierra for more than a second in an old episode, it was suddenly evidence. The bigger shock was that Sierra and Joc had never been public about anything. No couple selfies, no romantic captions, no hints at all. They'd kept things completely quiet. So when she dropped the news, it felt like she skipped the dating phase entirely and went straight to joining Joc's lineup of baby mamas. Sierra is no stranger to messy situations. Her past relationship with BK Brasco was a disaster from start to finish. Rumors of cheating, endless breakups, and plenty of tearful moments on screen. But this is something new. She's gone from dealing with heartbreak to expecting a child with Atlanta's most famous non-committer. Joc's reputation is well known. He's got kids in multiple households and somehow still manages to appear unbothered and cheerful on camera. But why Sierra? Was it an emotional late-night talk, a spur-of-the-moment decision, too many drinks, or something else entirely? No one knows for sure. What's certain is Sierra's claim that the baby is his, and fans are running wild with it. Some even joke that Joc should have a punch card for DNA tests. The timing only made things messier. Joc is married, or was, depending on which rumors you believe. His relationship with Kendra has been rocky for a while, and this revelation could be the breaking point. Sierra wasn't bluffing either. She brought proof. Tests, paperwork, everything. When she said she was serious, she meant it. It was the kind of moment that could shut down an entire room. Even Carly Red, who always has something to say, stayed quiet. Then, things escalated. A supposed behind-the-scenes clip leaked online, showing a production crew member whispering, "We got the paperwork. She's telling the truth." That tiny statement sent fans into overdrive. Was it medical documents? DNA results? Nobody knew. VH1 quickly took the clip down, which only made people more convinced something big was being hidden. Viewers began building their own theories. One fan pointed out that Sierra's manicure in a March selfie matched her nails in the announcement scene, suggesting she was already glowing months ago. Another noticed that both Sierra and Joc disappeared during reunion taping for a few hours, which fueled even more speculation that something had happened off camera. The internet wasted no time turning the situation into its own dramatic saga. Fans made slow-motion edits, emotional video compilations, and dramatic voiceovers like it was a scripted soap opera. Through all this, Joc stayed silent. He didn't post, didn't comment, nothing. Then, one of his exes suddenly tweeted, "Told y'all he can't sit still, can't even wrap it up." That one line sent the gossip mill into overdrive. Meanwhile, Sierra was clearly enjoying the attention. She shared a story saying, "When you stop hiding your truth, the world starts exposing their lies." It was a cryptic but pointed statement, and it didn't feel random. Once the news was out, more alleged insider gossip poured in. Anonymous sources claimed they'd seen signs before the announcement. One person said they saw Joc rubbing Sierra's back during a lunch break, not in a casual way, but in a "we've been close" kind of way. Another claimed to have messages from Sierra saying, "I didn't want to tell anyone yet. It just happened. Now I gotta deal with it." The tone was casual, like she was talking about a flat tire instead of a life-changing event. Joc's marriage drama only added fuel to the fire. Rumors started that Kendra had already left. A blurry photo surfaced, allegedly showing her carrying boxes out of their home in Atlanta, sunglasses on, and body language that screamed she was done. Sierra, however, seemed to be embracing her role in the spotlight. She showed up to brunch in a figure-hugging pink dress that made her baby bump impossible to miss. Sipping sparkling water and looking confident, Carly leaned in and asked if she was keeping the baby. Sierra smiled, clutched her purse, and said, "This baby was sent to me. I'm done hiding." In that moment, the entire mood shifted. The same women who had been gossiping minutes earlier were suddenly emotional, wiping away tears and hugging her like they hadn't just been questioning her choices. Reality TV may be staged, but the reactions this time were nothing short of real. The second Sierra's pregnancy news broke, the internet went into overdrive. Twitter turned into a war zone, with fans split into camps. Some rooting for her happiness and urging Joc to step up, others reminding everyone she knew exactly what kind of man he was. Then came the jokesters, creating memes about the baby getting its own spin-off. Baby Joc in the building? Someone even launched a GoFundMe titled "Diapers for Baby What Number Is This?", racking up over $800 in a day before it got taken down. Joc, unsurprisingly, wasn't amused. Gossip accounts quickly joined in, posting alleged texts from Joc saying, "She trippin', this wasn't supposed to go public." A blogger claimed a producer revealed that Sierra's bombshell wasn't part of the original plot, forcing VH1 to scramble and rework the season. The drama wasn't just on screen anymore. It had consumed the cast, the crew, and the fans. Things got spicier when Sierra and Joc were spotted at the same Buckhead Club. Joc walked in through the front with security for an event ironically called Daddy Season, while Sierra arrived separately, unannounced. She stayed barely 10 minutes, but that was long enough for fans to capture her from every angle, editing the footage with captions like, "The mother has arrived." While Joc kept silent and his wife Kendra disappeared from social media, Sierra embraced the spotlight. She posted baby bump photos with cryptic Drake lyrics and affirmations. Just as the buzz began to fade, a new anonymous source came forward, stirring the pot again. According to them, Sierra's pregnancy not only blindsided viewers, but also turned the entire season upside down. Rumors swirled that Joc found out mid-meal and nearly dropped his wings. One so-called insider alleged that the two had a fling while Joc was still trying to fix things with Kendra. Joc's alleged first reaction? Me? Nah. Wait, for real? It was a curveball for production, who had expected a season of the usual cheating, breakups, and petty feuds. Suddenly, emergency confessionals were filmed, episodes re-edited, and one crew member joked, "We were filming a brunch scene. Now it's Maury." Fans had a blast with it. One tweeted, "Not Joc getting baby number 20 on national TV. He needs a whole spreadsheet." Another said, "Sierra dropped that news like she was performing at the BET Awards." Conspiracy theories even popped up that Mona Scott orchestrated the whole thing for ratings. And if she did, it worked. Viewership jumped 38% overnight. But here's where it gets messier. A paternity test is pending. Joc reportedly refused to trust any results from a love and hip-hop clinic, insisting on 2 independent labs. "Ain't no way I'm trusting a test with the show's logo on it," he allegedly joked. Kendra wasn't laughing. Rumor has it she stormed off set, hasn't filmed since, and threatened legal action. An anonymous cast member, sounding suspiciously like Mama D, reportedly said this drama made Zeus Network look like PBS. Sierra stayed unbothered, flaunting her ultrasound in a confessional and saying, "If this baby is Joc's, we'll handle it like adults." Or reality TV adults anyway. Not everyone bought her story. Some claimed it felt recycled, pointing out similarities to when Jocelyn Hernandez once claimed Stevie J was her baby's father. Stevie himself even chimed in with a shady baby bottle emoji. Fans are already predicting chaos ahead. A baby shower gone wrong, uninvited guests, Carly Red fainting into her mimosa, and Joc possibly strolling in with a new woman and his barber. A planned sit-down between Sierra, Joc, and Kendra reportedly fell apart when Kendra refused, saying she wouldn't be background noise in Joc's daddy saga. It got even messier when Sierra's mom allegedly found out about the pregnancy through an Instagram reel sandwiched between a slime tutorial and a cooking hack. Now Sierra's keeping it cryptic online, posting lines like, "What's meant to be will be," and "God gives his toughest battles to his baddest queens," making it clear she's not backing down. Behind the scenes, there's even talk of a spin-off, Sierra and the Baby Daddy ATL Diaries, complete with the paternity test, bump fashion moments, and a possible Joc vs. Kendra showdown hosted by Dr. Ish. And just when you think it couldn't get any wilder, whispers say another cast member might also be pregnant, with Joc possibly involved again. So, what do you think? Is Joc the father, or is Sierra just playing the game? One thing's for sure, if this is only the start, the rest of the season is going to be pure chaos.